Thank you for joining the Author Spotlight Show. My name is Gail Watson, President and CEO of Women Speakers Association. As part of running a global community of women in 120 countries, it is my absolute privilege that I get to connect and have conversations with women from all around the world sharing their amazing work. It's an important time for women to step up and find and own their voice. And it's very exciting when we see her put her words on paper into a book so it's easily shared. I would like to introduce you to co-author of Voices of the 21st Century, Linda Thompson. Linda, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. What an honor.
Oh, it's very exciting to have you here. I love that you are just a light to
Mhm.
be. In fact, you share a story about being positive, pursuing your dreams, and never quitting. So I'd really like to, if you could share with our listeners, what inspired you to share such a story?
Okay, I think everyone know have an experience with 2020, the things that we had to go through. So I just thought this was the appropriate time and a needed time to hear, to be positive and to pursue your dreams and don't give up because we have to endure. We have to just go push forward in spite of the unexpected circumstances that we go through. So that was what I part of the message there.
Yeah, 2020 is quite a year, was quite a year.
Yes.
And we don't know what
Yes.
2021 holds, but I know this has been a real part of your being, just that positive light to people. Maybe share a little bit more insight about your story and what readers can expect from it.
Okay, because I have received awards and accolades and all of that, but I too, like other people, I know what it feels like to be disappointed, to be stressed and overwhelmed and don't know what to do, especially in a time like this. So therefore, I like connecting with people, helping them to navigate out of the circumstances and situations that they may be going through. So I know what it's like to go to a dark place, been there, done that. And I know that you can survive. So that's why my messages are always in reference to being resilient and pressing forward. And most of all, removing all negativity.
I love that. And so, been there, done that. It sounds like there's a lot behind the
Yes,
curtain there.
there's a lot behind the curtain. True, yes, yes.
So it's with this with your finding, being positive and pursuing your dreams. I mean, you are so passionate about it. And like, how does that show up in your world today? Are you working with people to help them?
Yes, I am a author, speaker, a health and a life coach. And what I like to stress to the readers is um, we don't ever know what life is going to bring us. We just have to be prepared because last year none of us expected anything that we went through. Things happen, we can get through it. And I like to always say it's okay not to be okay with the things that the feelings that we're feeling. We just can't get stuck. We just have to navigate through. But it's okay. Acknowledge our feelings and make a determination that I'm going to get through this and decide what to do. So that's what I like to stress to the readers. It's okay to not be okay, but just don't stay there.
Don't stay there. And do you share tips on how, it's quite easy to feel stuck sometimes, or get stuck, especially now. So, is there tips that you share along the way that helps us get unstuck?
Yes, I do. I always like to say, first of all, we can't make any changes without changing our mindset and without making a decision that we want to do more, that we want to get out of the situation. Because I've worked with different people and seen different people had different conversations. Some people are comfortable where they are, but we have to make that decision. I don't like where I am. I want to do better. So one tip is, like I said, to acknowledge it and then take action. Do something to change it. come up with the biggest why that you possibly can, and feel it, just feel it and consume it, and just know that things are going to get better. So that there's always a way out, but we have to have a gigantic big why that we're going to press forward.
I love that because you really hit home the mindset aspect. So I know you've written a couple other books.
Yes, I have two.
Please share with us about those books.
Okay, I have two other books, and they are Jealousy or Envy, Is There a Killer in You? Stop the War Within and Be Set Free. And the other one is Speak Positively and Expect the Victory, Words of Wisdom. Both of these books are about the power of words. We have what we say. Words either build up or words tear us down. And both of these books can be read not in the order of the chapter. They're more like reference books. However you want to read, if you want to read about jealousy and envy, go to that chapter. The way that it's manifested, go to that chapter. You don't have to read it in order. And Speak Positively and Expect Victory, Words of Wisdom. It's a reference books too that can be used in book clubs and small groups and women conferences. Anyone who had been betrayed or bullied, that's what jealousy or envy mainly focus on, those words that hurt, even from childhood, being told that you'll never be anything, or you don't look the part, or you can't do that. So, and the books are faith-based. There are a lot of scriptures and encouraging words in both of the books.
Sound beautiful. And I love that you have that they're designed for book clubs, to and that format of being able to open a book and have the right passage or text find you just when
Yeah,
we need it.
right. Absolutely.
So these
Absolutely.
sound like a must have on our personal bookshelves. They also sound like um, as we were just talking about this past year, how it has been very trying, and we're seeing those effects, show up in people today. These books sound like they would be a beautiful gift to someone, just to really say, I see you, or
Yeah.
let me sit beside you and just read these words. I mean, so where can we get a hold of these books, Linda?
You can go to my website, www.lindathompsonspeaker.com. There's a link forwarded to Amazon, where you can buy it straight from our Amazon or any of the online bookstore. If you have a certain Barnes and Noble, whatever your book preference is, you can get it from there. And also the publishers, Selah Books and Westbow Press. But my
All right. And
website,
can we order directly from you as well?
yes, when you go to my website, I will be putting a link there, a buy link there for to come through me to do it. But other for now, it's Amazon. You can go through their link to get it.
Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. I would encourage anyone listening that we need to spread a little more positivity right now. And what better way to do it than to give a book on positivity and share that to people to really help and guide. It's those small acts that we can do um, for one another that make all the difference in the world. So Linda, you wrote a book about with words of wisdom. Please share us your best words of wisdom that you'd like to leave us with today.
My best words of wisdom that I would like to leave you with today is to believe in yourself, take care of yourself, and never ever quit. And have a big why for the reason that you want to accomplish something, and always be prepared. Because one lesson we learned in 2020 is we need to be prepared for anything and just ride through the storm because it's going to be all right.
Amen to that. I couldn't have
Yes.
that's perfect. Um, Thank you, Linda. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for opening your heart and for being that light, and for encouraging, well, for you to share your positivity, but encouraging others too as well. It's really much needed, very much appreciated. And thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you. My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you.
All right. And to our listeners today, we hope you enjoyed meeting Linda Thompson, author, speaker. Go get to know her. She's definitely a woman you need to know. Check out her website, and we will look forward to connecting with you again very soon. Thank you for joining us.